Hi, Geeky Pastimes here, and we've got another guide to show you how to do the second section of the intel missions. I would say the second week, but obviously we were waiting a little bit longer than a week. But this is how you do them. Now, before you get started looking for this intel, please make sure, before you go into a game, go over challenges, go to missions, then go across to intel, and you want to select this one, hunting the enemy, and make sure you press confirm on that before you start. Now the first piece of intel, you can see I'd already completed them here, but that first piece says find a location in the message Ghost sent you, and it's this picture here, which is very clearly the swimming pool near storage, and that coin is up on the balcony kind of above the swimming pool. So I'll show you how to get that now. So the first one you're looking for is in this pool just near storage. Okay, so just south of storage. Now you need to go into the building, and then not through the right or the left door, but through this middle door. You can go up these stairs, just run around here, and then the coin that you're looking for is just here, just on top of there. Okay, so just tap square on it, and then get killed. Yeah, we got that, and you could see the little ghost bit showed that it was picked up. So then you need to leave the game ready to get the next piece of intel. So once you've got that first bit of intel, if you go back to challenges along the top, then go to missions, then go back to intel, you'll see that you've completed the first one. So now you're on objective 2 out of 7, which says SIGINT was relayed from the airport military wing. And if you look, it's just this little note. Zakhaev was behind this, need to know how, SIGINT relayed from Arm 4 military wing, West Airport tarmac, start there. Now that West Airport tarmac is actually a tiny little bit misleading. So I'll head back into plunder. So this second piece of intel is actually, even though it says the West Tarmac, it's actually just here in this building, in a sort of L-shaped building near the crash plane on the tarmac. So you can just run in here, look around, you see it says collect intel, and it's just actually this folder on the desk. You tap that, and then you'll have Ghost appear in the top right corner, and that intel's collected. So then again, you need to go back to challenges after you've left the game, after you've picked up the second piece. Go to missions, go over to intel, and you'll see you're on the third section now. I keep pressing X just in case to make sure I can pick it up. Then that objective says communication interference tracked to Western Bunker. And this one's a little bit easier, and actually this one and the next one are really close together. So you can see that looks like Bunker 2 and 3. That's the bit where Bunker 3 is. So that's where we're going to be heading next. So this is the area for the third piece of intel. It's just over here where you're near bunkers 2 and 3. There's actually 2 pieces of intel here, but annoyingly you have to do them in separate missions. So to get down to bunker 3, you drop down this little hatch. And then you come down here, and it's just this laptop on the side here on the desk. Press square on that. Just wait a second and you get the intel collected sign. And that's the third piece done. So this is just outside bunker 3. You actually sort of go in that entrance and then drop down and come down here. Okay. Then when you're back in the menu, as ever, go over to challenges, go to missions, go over to intel. So you're on the fourth part of this now. So this one says an enemy laptop could supply intel. And if you press view intel, you'll get this tiny little note that just says Zakhaev accessing bunkers, laptop could supply intel, need a solid perk to hack in. Okay. So go back into plunder and we'll see how it goes. So very quickly here, Prestigious Key really helped me out here by sending me footage of what happens if you try to collect this next piece of intel without Spotter equipped. So make sure you have Spotter equipped. I'll do it in Plunder so you start with all your perks. Otherwise you can't pick up this next bit of intel. So big thanks to Prestigious Key for sending me that bit of footage. So this fourth piece of intel takes us back to these bunkers. Just saw someone else landing here. This is the same place where you got the third piece of intel from. We go back into bunker 3 again. Back down here. This time, you just go straight back to laptop, press it again, and you get next bit of intel. So it's actually the exact same place. So once you've picked up that piece of intel, if you go back to your challenges, then you go to missions again, back over to intel, and you see you're on the 5th one now. And that one says a meeting took place downtown. If you look at view intel, it shows you this building here, and the sign, the BCH4 TV station sign, is kind of helpful with this. But we're looking for that apartment building. So you can see here, this is the TV station apartment building we're looking for, just there on the map. And then if you go in, You can already see the interact thing there. It's on this whiteboard. You can just press square on that, and then that will get you to pick up the next piece of intel. It's just in this building here, right next to the BCH4 building. So then again, go back to missions, and then if you go across to intel and hunting the enemy, we now need objective 6, which is actually the last objective, which says the enemy wants to catch a train. So I'm guessing we're heading to train station, and it says train 7:30 express. So this last piece of intel is actually inside the train station. So you go into kind of what I think is kind of one of the main parts of the train station. And you can see up here, there's a list of all the train times, just here. And then you can press square to collect intel. That's where that 7:30 was. And that gives you the last piece of intel for this week's missions. So once you're done with that last piece of intel, if you go across to challenges, you can look at missions again, go across to intel, and you can see you've got all of them now. Hunting the enemy has a tick next to it. All you get is 10,000 XP, nothing else, no calling cards or anything like that. And it says learn the status of the 7:30 express. And all the intel is a picture of the thing that you were looking at anyway. So I'm guessing we're going to be looking more into that with the next set of intel. It could be next week or it could be in a couple of weeks. If you found this video useful, if you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. Go check me out on Twitch and Geeky Pastimes over there. And thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.